So I finally got my finger out my arse and started going through the Gmail account, and after deleting all of the spam, there's only 1,500 emails left to look through. And while going through some of those emails with the replays that you guys have been sending in, I've noticed a pattern emerging, and it all seems to be happening on Erlenberg. And there's a corner of the map on Erlenberg that seems to attract almost as much fail as the corner of fail down the back road from the North Base on Arctic. And, well, this is the sort of thing I mean. This one got sent in by Hawk819. He's in his Type 59, and I think Hawk won't mind. And he'll probably fully agree that this is probably not the best game he ever played. He's trying to go all sneaky here on Erlenberg, around the corner, and runs into a Cromwell doing a reverse sneaky coming around the other way. And he thinks to himself, aha, lunch. And then gets himself into all kinds of trouble. So, aha, I'm going to, oh shit. So, he gets himself into a little bit of bother over here. Now, there's an IS-6, a Lerva, and a Hellcat over there. And they all spot him and they think, ah, easy kill. And both enemy artillery start raining crap down on him as well. And how he survives this, I have absolutely no idea. So this was a bit derpy. Look at that. What a battering he takes when he's stuck down here. But this isn't about what happens to him over here next to this jetty as he's struggling to get out of the water. By a miracle he actually survives this. No idea how. That corner over there where all that cluster of enemy tanks are, I don't know what, and look at that, look at this, everything's shooting him here and somehow he manages to survive. But where those enemy tanks are up there, I have no idea. I cannot even begin to explain the amount of raw derp that occurs on that corner. It's like everybody who went anywhere near that spot just went full retard. It was pretty hilarious. And they've still not managed to kill him. Unbelievably. And the Hellcat's thinking, screw you guys, I'm going home. You're like, alright, screw that. No way. And the IS-6, he's not taking crap from anybody. The Hellcat's running off. And that IS-6 is determined to stand and fight. And just watch this. Hawk doesn't seem to realise he's got a dead gunner. AMX 5100 goes full retard. Watch this. Yeah, that's never going to work out for you, is it? And now Hawk goes full retard. He comes charging in, tries to ram the IS-6, completely misses the IS-6, and kills the AMX 5100, and then drowns himself. But it's not over yet. Remember I said everybody that comes to this side of the map goes full retard. Just watch this. IS-3. This IS-6, I don't know how this IS-6 survived. But look, oh, suddenly a wild KV-5 appears. IS-6 is thinking, oh, what the hell? IS-3, oh man. And this IS-3 is backing up. This is, oh no, you know how much damage a KV-5 can do if he rams you. And the IS-3 is like, no, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. And and the Centurion comes over to get stuck in as well. There's a KV-1S with a derp gun there. There's three of them now, just box this KV-5 in. Here comes a T-32. Yeah, let's everybody get stuck in, come on. There's plenty of fail here for everyone. Watch this T-32. What are you doing? And this IS-6, he's actually thinking, come on, drive forward a little, and I will blow your... Yeah, and he's debating, shall I just blow his tracks off and watch him drown? Nah, I'll just kill him. Oh, man. There was so much fail on this corner. Unbelievable. And this IS-3 is sitting in the open. Just the IS-6 is, nah, I'm not having any of this. Come and get me, suckers. KV-1S, boom, derps him. What was the IS-3 doing? Just so much fail. Look at how many tanks this corner has claimed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dead tanks. So much fail. This is Coke bottle in his Super Pershing. And it's Erlenberg again. I don't know what it is about this end of the map on Erlenberg that just seems to attract... Well, I'm going to use the word lemmings, and not in the sense that people understand it in World of Tanks, but the whole idea about lemmings is that they all... Well, we use the word lemmings in World of Tanks to designate players who just all follow each other to their deaths. But the reason we use the word lemmings is from a documentary that Disney did many years ago, where they basically just made this stuff up about the lemmings migrating, and big swarms of lemmings all throwing themselves off cliffs into water. And that's the sense that I want to use the term to describe what I just keep seeing happen over and over and over in this end of the map in Erlenberg. For some reason, people just keep throwing themselves to their death. Now, I don't know what this KV-5 thinks he's doing. He's probably lagged out. But... yeah. Okay. It looks like he's just got control of his tank back again. He's bringing his gun round to point at Coke bottle, but he's pretty stuffed. However, he is driving a KV-5. He does weigh 100 tons. Now, he only did 59 ramming damage, but he's got the power, he's got the weight. He's got you now. Well, he can't kill you himself, because he can't get his gun down far enough to hit your hull, but he doesn't need to. He's drowned you. So, there's the first victim of the corner, but the KV-5's gotten himself into a world of trouble. Oh, and here comes a tiger. Okay, so you're going to kill the KV-5. Well done. Now what? ELC's going to get a kill, I think. And the KV-5, all he's doing is delaying the inevitable. He moves out of the way, and oh, suddenly a wild IS-3 appears. And now this tiger's in a heap of trouble. Now he can't get out. That's not a situation you ever want to be in driving a Tiger. Well, the IS-3 backs up. Tiger blows his tracks off. Now the IL-3 can't point the gun down at the Tiger, so he's safe for the moment. Oh no! Suddenly a wild IS appears. And he enters the water skiing championships too. How long do you think he's going to survive? There goes the Tiger. And now the IS-3's stuck. The IS is just drowned, and the IS-3 can't get out. So that corner, and basically the IS-3 sits there for the rest of the game. Joker's dead, so he can't continue spotting him, but he's stuck there. He can't move forward. There's a dead KV-5 in the way. He can't move back. There's a dead IS in the way. He can't turn around because he doesn't have the engine power. That corner just claimed 5 tanks. I love this corner of the map on Erlenberg. The amount of comedy gold that happens here is nothing short of spectacular. Here's Room and his bros in a pretty awesome E100 platoon. Yes, I know, you never thought you'd ever hear me say those words, but credit where credit's due. And oh look, they're heading to that corner on Erlenberg. There's gonna be lawns. First things first, let's just clear the way. Ooh, an AMX 1390. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? You'll notice that in common with most E100 drivers, he has a stock of 10 premium shots, high explosive anti-tank, purely because the penetration on this gun is garbage. It's great for beating up tier 9s and tier 8s, not so good for shooting at tier 10s, or even some of the more heavily armoured tier 9s like the E75 or the ST1. Oh, he's moving up to that corner. Probably that T-54 on the hill. Oh, T-125 showing him his flank. Booyah! Oh, 870 damage. Just watch this thing bouncing shots. It is a very well armoured tank, especially at this range and angled like this. It's a beast of a machine. Getting shot at by a T-54 from the flank. Another one in at the T-110. See there, the penetration marker? They actually missed completely. Don't expect the German guns to maintain their accuracy and their high penetration when you start getting up to tier 9 and 10, particularly on the heavies. They just don't do it. So there's an IS-3. We know there's a T-125 up there. We know that there's some kind of tank destroyer up there. And here comes, oh, suddenly, a wild E-100 appears. Okay. Took a hit there. Was that from the E-100? I think it was. It was low damage. Is he using... Ah. He's using the 128mm, which has better penetration, better accuracy, not as much damage. So this is going to be frustrating. He can't really go over and deal with that E-100 without a bit of support. There's tank destroyers on the hill. We know that T-110E5 is still up there. And he's going to have to... He can angle against the E-100, but he can't angle against the Jagdpanther 2 and whatever else is up there at the same time. So what's the most efficient way of dealing with this enemy E-100? Let's have a think about that. 2,700 health. It's a lot. Especially if you're just going to keep bouncing. I can think of a better way of dealing with this. Sayonara, sucker. There he goes. That was fantastic. Talk about thinking outside the box. That was just, oh, that was just so worth it. Well, let's watch the rest of this one anyway, because it was a pretty great E-100 platoon, it has to be said. But there's an IS-3 over there who's probably shitting in his pants right now. Jagdpanther 2 is not going to be a problem. Oh, and that's a low damage roll for the E-100 with this gun. He's switched to high explosive anti-tank, finishes him off with a casual ram, because why waste a shot? And you totally can do that. Tanks that are as heavy as this. Just crushing other heavies under your tracks. So, Lorraine 40T, E50M. Oh, come on. Oh, he missed. And that's this gun, I'm afraid. That's the downside for having the ability to, well, practically be impenetrable in a tank. At this sort of range from the enemy guns, with a bit of angling, it's a beast of a tank. Unfortunately, the downside is your gun is garbage. But look at that, 858 damage. One of the other platoon E-100s just handed that T-54 his arse. This is unfortunate. T-69, tier 8, not particularly well armoured. Hits, penetrates, only does critical damage. Shot probably went wide and got eaten by his tracks. They'd just lost the first member of the platoon. But that Lorraine is just bouncing off him. The Lorraine, 100mm gun on the Lorraine, 232mm penetration. Need to do better than that to get through an angled E-100 at this range. And it looked like Room shot went wide, but his buddy Mute Kiss over there put one slap bang right into that Lorraine. And he's just about to reload. And then his buddy Amaracks him just to seal the deal. Looks like that T-54. That enemy T-54's had a frustrating game. He's probably been the best player on their team. He's done a load of damage. He's still alive with 52 health and pumping shots into the back of our platoon D-100 there, forcing him to get down and angle against the T-54. He goes for it, but it didn't look like he realised Room was here. But he's committed now. He's got to do it. And yeah, no chance. T-28 prototype up there on very low health. Enemy E100 getting outflanked, surrounded. It's just a question of who's going to get the kill shot on this one. Oh, room bounces. Mute Kiss doesn't. So that's 8 kills for the E100 platoon. Well played game. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little compilation of abject failure and epic win on the northwest corner of Erlenberg, which seems to be turned into a notorious derp spot, attracting almost as much just raw derp as the corner of fail. At the back corner of the road leading out of the northern base on Arctic, which is pretty infamous for it as well. Certainly had fun watching these replays. Plenty more of these where that came from. As always, folks, take care on that battlefield. I'll catch you next time.